welcome back to my channel. So I'm back again with another video. This video we're going to talk about is questions that you may get asked if you're thinking about locking your hair, or that you have been asked since you've been locking your hair. Now I'm going to talk a lot about personal questions that I have been asked, owing to the fact that a lot of people that I have talked to that has locks actually been asked the same questions. So you may be asked them too if you're thinking about locking your hair, or if you have been locking your hair, then you can relate to the questions of some of these questions that I am going to talk about. So let's jump straight into it. This is like my fourth time attempting to make this video, so I'm going to try to make this go by as fast and as smooth as possible. I know a lot of people don't like sitting and watching long videos, especially if it's not a vlog. It's just a regular video, or you may just relate to this as a vlog. I can talk to but we're going to jump straight into it. So some of the questions that I have been personally asked since I've been locking my hair, my 5-year mark is going to be in February. Because I tossed it in there, even though I probably said like 1,000 times. But anyway, these are just a couple of questions that I've been asked. So the first question, once again, that I've been asked as I've been locking my hair is, can I wash my hair? And the answer to that question is yes, you can wash your hair. A lot of people ask questions referring to locks because a lot of people don't know the history of locks, or a lot of people are just curious to know exactly the tricks and tips of what you do and how you do them as far as locking your hair. Believe it or not, some people, don't even consider locked hair as even hair from some of the questions that they ask you. They just think it's just this thing that you decide to just do, and that washing them isn't in the method of having locked hair. A lot of people have actually believed that locking your hair is a lazy way to tame your hair. But people are crazy, right? People are crazy. It's a world we live in. But I have been asked, do I wash my hair? And you can wash your hair because it is your hair, and just because it's matted together, because that's what locks are, does not mean that you cannot wash your hair. But I have been asked the question if I can wash my hair. Another question that I've been asked have been, can I comb it out? You can comb locks out from videos that I've seen here on YouTube. You can comb your locks out. It does take a very long process as far as combing your locks. A lot of people prefer to just cut it off because the process is so long. If you're thinking about taking your hair out, I suggest you look at plenty of videos here on YouTube of people who have combed their locks out. I've seen a lot of successful ones. So yeah, if you want to go for it, go for it. Another question I've been asked, which is kind of similar to the second question, is, have I ever thought about combing my hair out or cutting my locks? Before, in my life, since I've had locks, I have been thinking about combing them out, not cutting them, but I have thought about a few times combing my hair, and one of those reasons being because this is the longest that my hair has ever been in my life, and the most healthiest, and I've never got the chance to actually see my normal hair texture, only because I went straight to locking my hair. Hold on, someone's calling me, and I'm going to decline that because that is from Jersey, and I'm not living in Jersey. But sorry about that. But I have been thinking about it, only just the fact that I do want to see the real texture of my hair. But I haven't, because I figured if I just let my hair grow out for a long period of time, which I am doing now without retwisting, I can actually see my hair pattern. So cool beans to me. I am so infatuated with my locks. I have nightmares, literally, not dreams, nightmares of me cutting my locks. And it's not good. I woke up crying sometimes because I'm such a sensitive person, but crying sometimes because I cannot picture my life without my locks. I've had them for almost 5 years, and to other people that may not seem like a long time, but for me, it seems like a lifetime, only because I've been waiting for so long for my hair to fully lock. And now that it's locked, it is what it is. Yeah. So with that being said, yes, I have thought about it, but I have not made that commitment. I don't know what the future holds as they grow longer. If I may cut it or take it out, my opinions and how I feel things change drastically. So I don't know. In the future, maybe I can comb them out. Maybe I'll cut it. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. But right now, I'm not planning on cutting my hair or combing my locks out anytime soon. So that's not in the book for me. Sorry. Another question that I get asked about my locks is if you can color them. As you can see, I haven't colored it since October, but you can color your locks. Once again, people ask these questions because they're curious to know about locks, the history of locks, know more information about locks. Maybe they're thinking about getting locks, so they ask us these type of questions. And with that being said, you can color your locks. Your locks is just a regular strand of hair. And I think my boyfriend just pulled up, so he might come in. Your locks is your hair. It's nothing but hair matted together. You can do the same thing you can do with any strand of loose leaf hair you can do with locks. Another question I get asked since I've had my locks is if I can do the same similar styles to lock hair that I can do with straight hair. Yes, you can. You can do it, but just in a different way. Like for an instance, before I start locking my hair, I can curl my hair with a burning hot curling iron, and now that I have locks, I can just put it in Bantu knots and boom, I got curls. Or I can put curlers in my hair, boom, I got curls. Or if you want your hair crinkly, do the same method that you would do with loose leaf hair. You can always braid it up when it's damp, take it out and it's crinkly. You do the same thing with locks. So you can do a lot of the similar styles with loose leaf hair that you can do with locks. I'm not really professional in the lock hair doing field. I never was, so I don't really do too much to my locks. I would love to do more to my locks as the time goes on, but I really don't do too much since I've had them, besides two-strand twist, braid outs, Bantu knots I haven't done in a long time, which I would love to do. Curling it, I haven't really did. The mainly style that I do is just two-strand twists or braid outs. I don't really do too much to my hair, or I just let it rock out straight. I rarely put it in a ponytail sometimes anymore, so I really don't do anything much to it. I'm boring like that. But you can do a lot of different styles with locked hair. So yeah. Another one of the questions that I got asked since I've had locks is, you know, they'll ask me about my spiritual status, which they're right on point with. Some of them asking, when people see, you know, people with hair, locked hair, they automatically think that they're a hippie or they're into some type of spirituality type thing. And honestly, I do consider myself a down-to-earth hippie. So they're right on point with that. But if you're not a hippie, just prepare to brace yourself from some of the questions that you will get asked when you get your hair locked. These are just some of my ones. I don't know. People are curious to think that everybody who walks around with locks are hippies. So I don't know. It's how they think of the world. I find it a compliment. You might find it offensive. I don't know, but just brace yourself. Don't hurt anybody now when they ask you these questions. You just simply walk away or come up with a better solution of a more positive way to respond to them. Because again, a lot of people are just curious to know about the Lock Nation that they are very uneducated with, and they just want to ask these questions because maybe out of curiosity. I know maybe they're just thinking about getting locks. You never know who you might influence in the world if you have locks. So just make sure you just keep a more positive, substantial way. Speaking of that, the most negative thing to me that I've been asked since I've been locking my hair was maybe I would look better if I took my locks out. And to me, it was offensive because at the time that I was asked this specific question, I was just starting my journey. I was just starting to feel confident about my hair. I was a baby locker, and it was just horrible. I mean, at the time, I really wanted to take my hair out and just rock it loose leaf, but look, 5 years later and I still have them in, so they didn't get me. They didn't get me. Some of these questions you might have, might be asked because once again, they can be offensive, but people are just curious to know how it is in the lock world, and they don't know. So you never know who you might educate, who you may uplift, and so forth. So yeah, I know at the time that before I started locking my hair, I was trying to educate myself, but I wasn't fully locked. I mean, I wasn't fully educated as well. So it was one of the things that it went with time. And with time comes patience. And with patience, you're able to explain a lot more with your hair. So it became out to be an awesome journey for me. And there's still a journey ahead of me. So I'm willing to just put one foot forward and just continue on in a more positive way. But anyway, guys, those are just a couple of questions that I've been asked. Nothing too much nor interesting. I hope this video didn't confuse any of you guys because I have been like tongue-tied through this entire video. And I'm not making another one because this is like my fourth time tempting to make this video, and I'm still getting tongue-tied. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for all who subscribed to my channel. You guys are awesome sauce, for real. So now I have to work 10 times harder, which I don't mind doing, to make my channel pop. So with no further ado, thank you guys for listening and watching. I hope to see you guys in my next upcoming video very, very soon. Much peace and love to you all. Bye.